It's a pleasure to have you join me on this virtual journey. Welcome. Thank you for choosing our video on St. John the Baptist Church, Cardiff. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. St. John the Baptist Church is a Grade I listed parish church in Cardiff, Wales, the only church dating to pre-medieval times in Cardiff city centre and the only medieval building other than Cardiff Castle. In the next phase, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of description and exploring its real-world applications. Black's picturesque guide through Wales 1851 described St. John's as an ancient and finely proportioned edifice, with a noble quadrangular tower surmounted by pierced battlements and four open Gothic pinnacles. It is justly admired and forms a conspicuous feature in every view of the town. The same remains true today, with good views of the church from Church Street, Trinity Street and Working Street in the city centre. John Newman, in his Glamorgan volume of the Pevsner Buildings of Wales series, describes the pinnacled West Tower as a magnificent marker. At a height of over 40 metres, the tower is in 4 stages, faced in grey limestone ashlar with details in buff-coloured Dundry stone. In this segment, we'll be unravelling the complexities of history and exploring its multifaceted nature. The church was built in 1180 as a chapel of ease for the larger St. Mary's Church, itself founded by Benedictine monks from Tewkesbury Abbey. Originally constructed of blue lyres, a Jurassic stone with layers of fossilised shells, it was sourced from Aberthor. The walls were then originally dressed with freestone limestone sourced from Dundry. St. John's was sacked during a rebellion of Owen Blinder in 1404. The church was rebuilt in the second half of the 15th century and given a perpendicular tower with a peal of 10 bells. Today it still has a crown of openwork battlements, reminiscent of churches in the West Country of England, and is dated because of the similar Jasper Tower of Llandaff Cathedral which was built at this time. After the foundations of St. Mary's were destroyed by the Bristol Channel flood of 1607, the two churches were worked as a dual-location parish until all main services were moved to St. John in 1620. In 1843, John Critchen Stewart, 2nd Marquess of Bute, paid for the construction of the Church of St. Mary the Virgin and St. Stephen the Martyr in Bute Street as a permanent replacement for St. Mary's. This allowed the reconstruction of St. John, with extensions to the church made in using Carboniferous limestone quarried from Culverhouse Cross. The churchyard wall was also rebuilt, using original lyres mixed with red sandstone in the walls, topped with coping stones of Devonian sandstones from the Forest of Dean. In 1851, the Cardiff firm of Messrs. Thomas and Norris were engaged for repairing of St. John's, with the work to be completed by Christmas that year. St. John's stained glass windows date from circa 1855 in the North Chapel, with references to the Bute family. Those in the north inner aisle date to 1869 by Morris & Co., with a top row of apostles designed by William Morris himself. The church was increased in width with outer aisles added to St. John's in 1889 and 1891. The old aisle windows were reset and all the new building was resurfaced with Swelden limestone. The graveyard, already full, was divided by a new public pathway in the Ers connecting Working Street with Cardiff Central Market. As part of the agreement for the new path, Cardiff Corporation agreed to take responsibility for the graveyard south of the path. This later became St. John's Gardens. The path is still owned by the church and is closed every Good Friday. Brass numbers on the path mark the location of graves and family tombs. In 1952, St. John's became a Grade I listed building of exceptional architectural and historical interest. The church serves as the priory church for Wales of the Most Venerable Order of the Hospital of St. John of Jerusalem. In the next segment, we'll be exploring organ and its implications for our subject matter. The church's current organ was built in 1894 by Father Henry Willis. It was restored in 2005 by David Wells of Liverpool, funded by private donations and the Heritage Lottery Fund. The completion of the restoration was marked with a concert by Thomas Trotter, attended by the Lord Lieutenant of South Glamorgan and Lord Mayor of Cardiff. In 2013, the British Institute of Organ Studies awarded it a Grade I Historic Organ Certificate as an organ of exceptional interest. With our foundation established, it's time to explore gallery and its relevance to our overarching theme. Philist John the Baptist Church, Cardiff. Geographical view from the east. Cardiff St. John and 14th century Tower Fighter Egoise St. Yon Fedidiah, Hedage Church Tower from the west. Cardiff St. John and 5 Hop Portal Entrance. Cardiff St. John and 6 Sighted Portal Side Entrance. Philist John the Baptist Church Interior. Geographical Interior. Philist John's Font, Cardiff. Geographical Baptismal Font. Philist John the Baptist Church Stained Glass Window. Geographical Stained Glass Window. Fire St. Yon Fedidiah St. John the Baptist Church Cardiff. Inside Stained Glass Window. Fire St. Yon Fedidiah St. John the Baptist Church Cardiff. Inside altar and reredos done as a memorial to Lord Kitchener. Remember, knowledge is power. Keep learning, growing and exploring.